Each FBO receives their own personalized URL to enter X-1FBO software. Once inside, they have a view of the arrival departure board, which shows departures, arrivals, aircrafts on the ground, and aircrafts that have already completed their flight, with all their accompanying information, which includes tail number, aircraft model, and customer information. You also get details of the flight, like inbound and outbound passengers, arrival and departure information, as well as requested services, completed and canceled services. And you also have payment information if the request has been invoiced, not yet invoiced, or paid. The request list mirrors the arrival departure board, but also allows the user to edit and create new reservations. They will have the ability to clock in and out aircrafts with one button. They will also have the ability to add services to existing reservations and enter as many details as are needed for the flight. They will have the ability to mark services as completed or canceled if they are no longer required. And they will have the ability to invoice with one click. To enter a new reservation, just type in 3 consecutive characters of an aircraft or a customer, and the system will begin to search. It will show any warning or information notes that need to show up for the flights, and you will have the ability to enter as much information for the flights as possible. Arrival and departure information have a 24-hour clock to make putting in times easier. You will have each service with its own modal depending on what the service entails, and you will have the ability to enter any notes that are required for the flight. Once you have your reservation set up, you will see the summary, which will show everything that was entered into the system, and once you hit save, the reservation will show up on both the request list and on the arrival and departure board. You can invoice directly from a reservation. This will bring over all products and services that are set to invoice, as well as any fees that need to pre-populate the invoice. This will also take into account fuel minimums if they need to waive any fees. You will have the ability to apply promotion codes that will affect pricing for any product, service, or fuel item. You will also have the ability to pay invoices on contract as well as split invoices if a crew member requires. Once an invoice has been paid, you will have the ability to print both invoices on one piece of paper. The invoice will also have the FBO's logo on the top left of the invoice, as well as anything required in the footer of the invoice. With fuel management, you will have the ability to track your fuel inventory. You will have a fuel farm page and a refueler page, which will show your fuel trucks, your hydrant carts, and your hydrant tanks for refuelings. You will have the ability to see the capacity of each tank or truck and the available ullage in each of them, and you will have the ability to perform tasks in them. For example, topping off a truck from a farm, you will have the ability to perform recirculations of meter movements without affecting inventory. You will also have the ability to create new fuelings or fuel existing reservations by selecting a truck and entering the gallon amount, as well as all other information that is required for the fueling. Once completed, this will update the available balances of your farm and/or trucks. With our robust pricing, you will have the ability to schedule pricing ahead of time by selecting a date and time you want the pricing to begin. You enter your cost and your retail, and the system will have your taxes pre-built to calculate your margins. You will also have the ability to select pricing based on customers, payment methods, and a variety of exceptions. You will have the ability to build as many conditions into pricing, and the system will apply the pricing once all the conditions are met. You can set pricing based on fixed, retail minus, or cost plus. And you will also have the ability to modify and edit any taxes and reward programs that you participate in.